Yo, what's up, it's Fish for the very first episode of Complete Guide to Being a Noob and Figuring Stuff Out in Maplestory on $0 or something like that. There's really no title yet, but you'll look at the thumbnail and there's the title. Welcome to my video series. If you like the content, hit the subscribe and like, and if you want to throw anything else in the comments, feel free to do so down below. I do stream every single night on Twitch at twitch.tv/fishdicks. I'm in the American server called Union, and our guild is called Royal. If you need free misos, just ask for Corsair in Global. Thanks for checking it out. Just as a caveat or a beginning to the video series, what I will say is this is kind of my opinion. Things can be changed at any time. I'm not perfect, so I might be wrong about some things. Feel free to drop them in the comments below. I do have a pretty good understanding of the game. I've been playing it for about 60 days now, and things can change at any moment, so this is true at the time of making these videos. This series is all about leveling and gearing and learning the game on a free-to-play character. I won't be spending any money on this account, so we're taking this all the way on 0NX, baby. At certain points, I might be talking about things that relate to more specific topics where I've done separate videos, so I'll try and link to them where they appear so you'll have a chance to check them out if you want to. One thing I am going to do in this series is I'm going to wait until we really need to gear up and upgrade weapons and gear before we actually do it, so we can get a nice snapshot of the amount of materials and misos that we acquire over the course of leveling. We're not sporadically leveling up, and I will say this, you do not have to level up any gear or any weapons like right up until like level 85 or 90. You can get right through your questing on plain old gear, but you will want to start upgrading at a certain point, and we'll get to that point in this series. We're also going to treat misos pretty frivolously, I guess. Misos can be acquired in the game just like Maplestory. You farm mobs, you farm more mobs, you get more misos, and it takes a long time. Misos are very valuable. It's probably the biggest sinkhole in the game, but they can be acquired for free. It's just a matter of time and patience, so long as we don't misspend them or waste them, we could just go out and get some more like regular Maplestory. So they're not the most important thing in the game, although they are very important. We've rolled a Corsair. I love the Corsair. This is my first Corsair that I leveled. I'm having a great time with it. In the beginning, you get very few skills. You get an active skill, you get a passive, you get a few passives. You don't even get a buff until level 30 on your second job. One of your skills is always a single target hit, and the second is an AoE hit, and you probably get a defense at some point as well. There are also many different guide rewards, quest rewards, attendance rewards, login rewards, everything typical of a good mobile game, just to encourage you to keep playing. So as you do more in the game, you're going to be rewarded with more things. In addition to not leveling up our gear, I will tell you first and foremost that the game is going to encourage you to start upgrading your gear early in the game so you can get an idea as to how that process works with the forge and everything else. Your gear is very important. Your weapon is most important. So I will say at the beginning of this series, if you're still here right on the first video, being that your weapon is most important for your class, I highly encourage you to not upgrade your weapon until you have the right weapon. We're going to do a separate video on what's a good weapon, how to choose your weapon, all about weapons generally speaking. I've leveled many classes. I have a good degree of knowledge generally speaking. A lot of it is situational and what your personal preference is, but you can make some mistakes. In fact, they give you a weapon, they teach you how to upgrade your weapon early in the game, and for most people who want to watch this series, they're gonna get synced into upgrading a weapon that is not the best weapon. And the way the weapons scale in the game, they start at a certain damage and they increase from there as you get into rare and epic and unique and legendary and then finally mythic. So don't upgrade anything unless you know exactly what you're doing. The game is very, very nice to you in that you don't need to upgrade your gear if you're progressing and using your skills properly and leveling them accordingly. It's very easy in the beginning because you have few skills, and then you have to make some decisions moving forward. When we approach level 30, we'll take a good hard look at the level 30 skills and the level 0 skills we were using before on the Corsair, and we'll use the Corsair as an example when we're leveling up in this series. I currently have a level 116 Bowmaster. I'm higher up on the server. I'm definitely not number one, and I'm not the try hardest, but I do try pretty hard. Oops, it wanted me to open Facebook over here. Clearly I watched TMZ. Spoiler alert. And we're getting more skills. As far as upgrading skills goes, my suggestion to you would be to upgrade your passives first. Your passives are always working in the background. You don't have to activate them. They just automatically happen. And most passives are very powerful, especially when you upgrade passives related to your attack. You're going to want to put those on first. Second to the passives, you're probably going to want to put your buffs on. For the most part, buffs last around 20-30 minutes. Some are a little bit shorter. We'll get into buffs. We'll get into pets. We'll get into how to set up your skill bar and all that kind of stuff a little bit later on. There'll be a separate video for pets. But as you can see, we've already been given our first pets in the game. A brief note about pets. You're given 3 free pets in this game. Very close to the beginning of the game. These pets will do a bunch of things for you, like in Maplestory. They will pick up loot for you, which is really convenient. They will use your HP pots for you, which is super convenient. You can set what percentage you use the HP pots at and what pot they're using. They will also MP pot for you. Those are all things that the free pets will do that you get from Nexon. No, I don't want to open Facebook. I have fat fingers. Sorry about that. If you want to speed up and do things quicker, by all means, you can manual quest the entire way. And in my opinion, you might speed up your leveling process by as much as 50% of the game if you're leveling up through manual questing. A quick note about auto questing. Auto questing, basically, if you wanted to compare it to like Maplestory 1, it's like you falling asleep watching a movie and just hitting your main attack to kill mobs to get a little more XP and a little bit more misos. Auto battle in this game uses your basic attacks. It doesn't use any of your buffs. It doesn't use any of your actives that are like anything except for a basic attack. Additionally, he's pretty stupid when he auto attacks. He'll run into a wall. He'll throw his attacks at nobody altogether. He'll run around the map and not kill anybody for a minute. He'll hit very slowly. Basically, auto attack is, and auto battle is, and auto quest is the worst, least efficient thing in the world when it comes to Maplestory and efficient grinding, efficient XP, and efficient misos. What it is very convenient. And when it comes to questing, something we kind of didn't really do in Maplestory 1, we sort of just found the best map and grinded mobs over there. It does what it should. It provides you a very slow, convenient experience when it comes to questing. You could have otherwise done very easily on manual. Just remember, when it comes to auto, it's extremely inefficient. If you want to play Maplestory properly, you're going to manually play the game. I mean, not properly. I mean, if you want to play it most efficiently, you're going to manually play the game. You're going to be faster. You're going to be more efficient. You're going to get way more misos. You're going to get way more XP. Or, if you have no time in the day, you can roll your auto. Another note about auto is, you can auto battle when you're not in quest. I told you you have unlimited quest XP, or quest auto battle, but quests run out around level 85 or so. So you gotta grind. You get 2 hours of auto day, and you gotta pay for some more. So we're just getting ready to enter into the daily dungeon. We'll stop it right here for episode number 1, and we'll take it up for the next episode when we start to learn about daily dungeons. Thank you so much for checking out my videos. If you liked it, again, hit the sub, give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, then drop them down below. If you want to chat with me or see my beautiful face live every night on Twitch, you can catch me at twitch.tv/fishsticks. I'm on North America server, Union Royal Guild. It's been a pleasure helping you out in Maplestory M. Have yourselves a great day. I love your balls. See you next time.